blessed in Haiti. And, as you know, the country is going through a terrible crisis at the moment. Anyway, so Poet of the Port is a sort of my understanding of my experiences there. I'll read the English, which I translated myself back into English from the Creole, but I'll read some of the Creole too, just for you to hear the sound. So this poem called Manage. I do not want to feel sad, thinking of the last family member, last bird, last time I can see a mountain covered with ice. But when you do not write, at least I can compose a poem, and for a few minutes visit another world where I know how to manage rain and sun. Gérer, un pavle centime tris, un pavle penser à dernier mam famim, derniers oiseaux, dernière fois moi mon à glace. Même les ou pas écrit en même m'a composé bel poème. Pour quelques minutes m'a visité l'autre mon côté m'ka gérer et puis contrôler la pluie avec soleil là. So you see la pluie in French, so the connection between Creole and French, and rain. August. August has come without a breeze or lightning, without a protest in the streets. We waited for this August since finishing the manuscript, before my leaving for the other side, falling in love with another girl. August can arrive again for somebody else. August means nothing to readers not aware that August has arrived, then it will go. Bye-bye. See you later. Take my hat. Now the hat appears throughout this book, and in Haiti, the country without a hat is a very special place. It's where you go when you leave your earthly body, So I've always kept my hat on. I'm still keeping my hat on. So I go and sleep with my hat on, with that. Nu loi, nu wa. We are spirit, we are king. You cannot deny my identity. I am there even if I'm not there. I'm in your head, in the memory of the country. Even if you've never met me, I'm there because my Sri Lankan brothers served on the island as UN peacekeepers. The whole world came to Haiti to save us from gangs. The island is very important, responsibility of foreign countries. We once produced profits far greater than the 13 British colonies in the United States. We have a history that makes us proud and a culture, dance, music, spirits in our own style. We're not like other islands. We're not broken down, broken up. We are Haiti. We are proud. We say hello with our head held up. Identity is the most important therapy, aid, tool to reply to the sea when it decides to rage against us, to drown everything. It cannot destroy this pride in our head. And you'll find Haitians to be very proud, amazing and resilient, no matter what's going on. I wrote a poem recently. I write weekly for a Haitian newspaper, IT en Marche, and usually a poem in French, sometimes in Creole. And this last poem was about the carnival this year in Haiti, where there were gangs decided to rough it up, and various people were injured and shot. But just the fact that the carnival took place, that people were thousands in the streets and in the stands, despite this reporting that 80% of the city of Port-au-Prince is under control of these gangs, and the government doesn't really exist. So that's, you can say that's foolhardiness or an incredible courage or an incredible, daring. Anyway, this poem is called Meditation Under the Tree. I think of you at every moment of the day, even if there are others in the world, other wars to fix. It is always like this. Inspiration takes blood, sweat, absolute compromise, until love arrives, because we are exhausted from running fast, pressed in the course that life sets. Stop already. Take a breath. We are there even if in our heads we visited the country without a hat. Even if obsession with love flourishes in your poem because the poet maudit must write about the flower, wilted, punched, destroyed. Or perhaps one can change themes like a lizard its skin. I sit in the leaves of the tree. I'm waiting for you. Nobody can see me except you, because I think I see you still. Haitien, kumonu ue krinan langwen epiure men ak monu, ou defier des espoirs ak yon makut plein poveb, ou danse kompa, ou chitabo la me ak yon wom, epi yon souris nan zile oubli, qui avance yon ti cras, après mémoire gouf, toi l'amour, haïtien, rete c'est là avec nous, haïtien, rete c'est là avec nous. Haitian, how are you? You write in our language and you love with our words. You defy despair with a backpack full of proverbs. You dance compa, you sit beside the sea with a rum and a smile in this forgotten island that advances just a little after remembering gulf, pit, and death. Haitian, stick around here with us. It's funny about languages. I do write in different languages, and including Creole, but I forget every day, and I have to relearn. And I have actually a new book coming out in Haiti, just in Creole, poems written in Creole, and it's again an honor for me to publish actually in the country. There's a press there that wants to publish the book, but I'm having some back and forth with the editor about the Creole that I use, because they're editing the book and making it more authentic, but the question of authenticity is interesting in a country, in a language where you have lots of French words and English words and Spanish words. For example, the original title for the book is Conte enlèvement. Enlèvement is French for kidnapping, and the word in Creole for kidnapping is kidnapping. But for the sound, I prefer enlèvement. And the title now has changed. It's called Let None Sid, which means letter from the south. Because originally the publisher was concerned about the title because kidnapping is a major problem in Haiti. Didn't want to draw attention to this. So anyway, it's sort of interesting how reality comes into the poem and how the poem responds, and it's the editing process. The notion of free speech is an interesting concept to think about when you really, well, I don't know, and it's an interesting question to think about. I think about it as I work through this process of editing this book. Espace sacré. Dans l'espace sacré, pas qu'à entrer ni amis, ni frères, ni cousins, ni chani, ni président. Celle visiter où joignent ces métaphores, cap chanté, danse sous cadence, bandio, ak tambour. Sacred space. Into the sacred space neither friends nor brothers nor hookers nor presidents can enter. The only visitors you'll find are metaphors that can sing and dance to the cadence of banjo and drum. I think I'll finish with, I wish I could find this other poem that let me see if I can, because I write obsessively sometimes, and but I want to share a poem to do with my mother, who passed recently, and so I've been writing about her. Let me see if it comes up. Well, I guess it's not coming up right now, but I'll think about her as I recite this last poem, and this last one is called You Must Love, an old poem of mine. You must love the land when you leave to build your house on the sea. Love what's lost, the mango tree burning in the garden, the curious noose of the familiar coat of arms. Love the ball turning strong, spinning in a dark, faraway land. Love the tongue you'll never again speak, that wrapped you and bled you and dried up some every day on the other side of the sea. Thank you.